Welcome to the Rockaway Creates Connection podcast.
Are you ready to embark on a journey that celebrates the power of creativity, community, and transformation? We are thrilled to introduce you to the heart and soul of Rockaway Beach through our community stories. Brought to you by Rockaway Creates, a nonprofit dedicated to the peninsula and its people.
Nestled on the shores of the Atlantic, we are New Yorkers coming to you from Rockaway Beach, Queens. Each episode will take you on an exploration of its remarkable community, delving into the lives and stories of local artists, entrepreneurs, activists, and visionaries who breathe life into our beloved neighborhood. Whether you're a longtime local or just down for the day, this podcast promises to be a source of insight, secrets, and connection.
So get ready to be inspired, and you can go to rockawaycreates.org to learn more about us and how you can get involved. And if you like this podcast, please like it, binge it, and share it with your friends. Yay, here we are.
Yes.
All right. Welcome to the 16th episode of our podcast. And today's theme is breath.
So let's do that.
Yeah, let's take a
breath together. So every month we have a different theme, and we thought it's time for some more breath around here.
Yeah. Yes. And we sent out an email that had some really big news in it. Isn't that really big? For us here in Rockaway Creates, it's really big. That Samantha Cintrone is stepping down from her position. Of course, she's still staying a member. Yes. But she's traveling around with Mariah Carey and just feels very focused. And so we love her and send her off on this new mission with love and joy and breath.
Absolutely. And we want to welcome one of our newest members, Jess Chiritos. Jess is here. Jess is a dancer, a chef, a photographer, so many things, a boogie boarder, a surfer, an animal lover, and a forewoman for New York City's buildings and construction. So you don't always see this unique combination of amazingness. And I know also you two have been spearheading the House of Light recently, and that's been a beautiful collaboration. So we're so thrilled to have Jess as a new member and stepping up as our interim co-chair, as we say, bon voyage to Samantha. So welcome in so many ways, Jess.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're so grateful because, Samantha's shoes are big ones to fill. And so we're really grateful that you're stepping in and that you and I already have this relationship. You and Dana already have a relationship. So yeah, it's a breath of fresh air to feel relaxed because when, and I think Rockaway is a small community, and when things shift, they could fall apart really easily, but that doesn't happen with this group. And I think that's really, a big sign of how much we need creative forces here.
Yeah, totally.
So tell us about your relationship to Rockaway. It's a special one. I'm going to ask it in this way. When did you get here?
So I am from here originally. So, yep, I'm from Auburn.
Nice.
Yeah, so I've been here my whole life, basically. Moving back and forth, always in New York, but mostly Rockaway.
Got it. Great. And what's your relationship to the boardwalk?
Oh, I love it. It's probably my favorite place to be. I like to dance up there, draw. Can't really paint because it's a little windy, but unless sometimes the sand gets in the paints, I've tried it. But I spend a lot of time there. It's also, I feel like a place to meet other people that live in the neighborhood that also just really enjoy it. I mean, I bike on it, I walk on it, I especially dance on it at all different times of the day. And it's a really special place for me.
What does your dance practice look like?
Oh, it just depends on what I'm listening to on my headphones. So it could be crazy ballet, it could be hip hop, combination of both. So sometimes, like a few friends will join me, and we'll do some like bar work. We use the boardwalk railing. That's always fun. Um, yeah, and it's just, like it's never really planned out. It's kind of whatever the moment is.
Amazing.
And are you out there every day?
Just about, except in the winter and with the winds, maybe like once or twice a week. But starting now, just about every day.
Yeah. Awesome.
I can't tell, but there's somebody said hi gals. Hello. It just says Facebook user, but so what's your relationship to the arts in Rockaway? Like, have you always been creative, or like how does that?
So I've always been involved in art since I was a baby. My grandmother was a professional artist, and so many of my memories with a lot of siblings was sitting at a table and being given art supplies or paper or some type of art to do. So it really, I don't know the exact time when I started, but it's been a long time. Yeah.
Amazing. Great. And what was it like to grow up in Rockaway? I mean, I don't know, did they call it Arverne when you were little?
Just far Rockaway. But the name's always been on the sign by the train station. Same train station I took in high school is the same one I take now. um, so it's pretty cool. But I grew up on the Bay side, and it was very different. That side of Rockaway hasn't changed as much as this side, but even where I live now, nothing was here. Um, so you just got on your bike or you walk down the block. I used to be like the third house from the beach, which was pretty far. Now, when I think about how, so it's very different. It's a lot more built up. It's also probably a lot safer. Definitely, a lot of the people are still the same. They still, still the same people, which is really awesome. Um, yeah, it just the beach has always been the same, but the boardwalk was different. So it used to be wooden and really bumpy bike ride. Now it's much smoother.
Right.
So yeah, so just there was no ferry. Um, yeah, the train still had delays for the bridge being open, so all that's the same. But everything, yeah, the marinas are still there. The boatyard is still there. Everything is basically the same.
What
It's
are
a
some of
Great.
your
place.
What are some of your favorite places that you like to go to in Rockaway?
So I did really enjoy going to the brewery because it's next door to where I grew up from. So it was always like a really nice reminder and memory of being on that side. The boardwalk is probably still one of my favorite places to go. I've always gone. So I used to go to Beach 72nd Street, to Beach 74th Street, and I just moved down a little bit further to Beach 67th now. But so yeah, it's that, and I really love the small businesses. I love how a lot of people moved here and created their own businesses, or people that are from here have their own businesses. I really like to support it. Everyone's businesses here. Um, I really feel like there's a strong community aspect in that, and where a lot of people really, like local people, really do support everybody that opens something, especially when we have the winter season is very quiet. It's a really, every place I love. I love everything down from the handball courts on Beach 9th Street to, you know, Coastal on Beach 108th Street, or, 116th Street. There used to be the sandbar. Now it's being built into I guess they're building another building there, right on the boardwalk. So it was on the left side. And where the other new building was the beach club, which was also a really fun place. But everything else is still open over there, which is really nice.
Amazing.
Surf shops, all those places.
Yes. Okay. So I know how entrepreneurial you are and how creative, and you and I created this eventful winter where it wasn't sleepy and it wasn't like, uh-oh, I'm depressed in the house. And so, yeah, what are the things like you do a lot of amazing things, like from a dancer to construction. Like, what are some of the things that you do in Rockaways? I would say in the vein of entrepreneurship.
So I do give private dance lessons, and last summer, well, at the end of the summer, my friend and dance partner, we started doing like a cardio dance hip hop on the beach, which we hope to resume this season. Um, I also animal, so dog sit and cat sit and walk, and everybody local. So I know most of the local pets, which is really nice. um, yeah, there's so many things to do in Rockaway. Um, yeah,
I
so
love
that's
it. You know,
Lighthouse.
yes, yes. Yeah, anything you want to say about that? I mean, you and I are always
Oh my
in it,
God,
but
it's so fun. I had the pleasure of working with Shane, and really getting to know her, and we worked together at the Lighthouse, which was at Coastal on Beach 109th Street, and I feel like we really started something special for the community. It was just like an idea that we were like, let's just do this. So we have a place to hang out in the winter. And it kind of turned into like a whole creation of, you know, really bringing people together. And I got to meet a lot of interesting other people in the neighborhood that I didn't know before. So we basically did yoga, dance classes, some acting classes, some really fun stuff, open mics, art classes, and we're hoping to kind of broaden that and take it all the way through into the summer and maybe head back there for the fall and winter.
absolutely. And share a little bit about your breakfast bowls.
Oh, my breakfast bowls. So I make these breakfast bowls that are super healthy but taste really good. And so I was just like, I'm going to make breakfast bowls for people and pasta bowls and any other kind of bowls people like, just to, kind of show people that you could eat really healthy and it could still taste amazing. And you don't have to, like, just because something is good for you doesn't mean it doesn't have to taste good. I feel like a lot of vegetarian food, people get turned off by it because they think maybe it's plain or not flavorful or maybe not, it's just prepared differently. So I try to make it as interesting as a meat dish.
Amazing. And are you going to be continuing them during the summer, or like what's your plan?
Yeah, the plan is to continue them during the summer in some aspect. Haven't quite figured out where or how yet. But yeah, I think that we'll be continuing them kind of in between two places. So and then maybe serving them on the beach. So maybe having some bougie breakfast bowls while you're going to surf or take a quick swim.
Are they always different, or are they kind of like the same formula?
Same formula, but then when, like, I like to put chives on them. So it's a kale-based bowl. So it's kale, turmeric, ginger, garlic, and Scotch bonnet peppers is the base. And then I serve it with eggs if you'd like. It depends if you're vegan or vegetarian, or maybe you just don't like eggs. But eggs is an option. And I also sweet potato, and then avocado, and then sometimes chives, sometimes not, depends on what's in season. But yeah, it's really simple. So that's the basic thing, and you're full for hours, and you get a lot of energy, and tastes good. It's really healthy for you. Has a lot of beneficial herbs. Um, you know, so I try to keep it really basic. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, highly recommend. Really exciting. It's like when Jess was like, "Do you want to eat?" I'm like, "Oh, yay,"
And they're very colorful.
And what?
They're very colorful.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yes, just like we are here at Rockaway Creates, very colorful. Great. So what do you hope? I mean, I love that you just like you're just a step it up person. It's like, here's an idea, boop, or somebody asks you, hey, do you do this? You're like, yep, we do. And that's really exciting. That's kind of our, like, the executive board way of being. It's like one person has an idea and we run with it. So I feel really excited that you're joining this executive board, not just to fill a space, but because you really bring a lot of energy and know-how. So I don't know, since you said yes to this and you're into it, like, do you have any, they can even come up right now, but any ideas or anything that you want to see?
Yeah. I would love to have a kind of like a community art class, because so many on different, different parts of Rockaway, Alex from Beach 96th Street has an art class out of his studio / garage, and that's amazing. And then we had something at Lighthouse, and then the Artists Alliance has something else, and everyone has something, but maybe something, like that we can reach everyone in Rockaway, and kind of like just here's all the supplies, here's all the cool stuff, do it. Just make whatever you want.
Yeah, I love that. The coming together. And that's,
Yeah.
our mission here is to just like bring, even from Breezy and Broad Channel all the way to Far Rockaway, like everybody together. And that feels good for you to hear you say that.
Yeah, I would love to see everybody there, kids, adults, people from all parts of Rockaway. And like you said, Broad Channel, Breezy, everywhere, even Howard Beach. Bring everybody across the bridge.
Yes.
There's going to be a public arts festival at Floyd Bennett Field on Saturday, April 20th that Rockaway Creates is being part of, and a lot of other local groups from Rockaway, the Piping Plovers and Rise and the Makers Market, like so many different groups. And so when you say that, it makes me think of that event, and we're going to be asking people to make whatever kind of art project they want. We'll have all kinds of supplies there, and they can share an intention that they have for the planet or a wish that they have for the earth. And then we'll clip them on with little clothespins onto a nice hanging string that we're going to have throughout the whole festival. So just wanted to mention that, it'd be great if you want to come out for that, and whoever else wants to join, it's free. It's going to be from 4 to 7 p.m. Over at Floyd Bennett Field. So I guess this event's been happening for the last couple of years, and it sounds really interesting.
Oh, I'm excited for it.
Yeah. I bought a vendor spot. I didn't know that it was a whole big thing. I just responded to Makers Market, so now it's like a
yay!
Yeah, I'm gonna be really excited. I just love, it's really fun to just be around. Dana, you once had a birthday party where it was like, different stations, like make art over here, dance over here. It's just so refreshing to just be given art supplies. I mean, not for everybody. Some people like direction, but just to be given art supplies and like, be given a question or a prompt or an intention. It's like magic comes out from people.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, and I feel like that's definitely true. And sometimes even with people that are very artistic, sometimes you just need like a little bit of a prompt. It's nice to do both.
Yes. Yeah.
Jess, what's your favorite medium when it comes to art?
Oh, I love painting. I love painting. I love oils.
Yeah.
Acrylic also. Sometimes I try to mix both, but it's not really the best idea.
I totally do too.
Yeah. I'm just like, what can I do to make this dry faster so I can continue?
Practical art.
Yeah. Or if I run out of a color, I'm like, oh my God, why didn't I just stop at the art store?
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah. And then also, recently I started doing more private dance lessons, and we did the first one outside yesterday. So it was so nice, and I feel like, it would be so nice to have dance lessons also, or just like a dance in general, maybe something Rockaway Creates can do. And I know you love to dance also.
Yeah, when you said that you do private dance lessons, I'm like sitting here with my notepad taking notes. I did not know that about you. And there's a couple of different nonprofits I want to connect you to that hire dance teachers. So it's like one more layer, of like getting to know Jess right here on the podcast.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
love it. I really love it. I feel like it's really good. And the reason that I do a lot of private lessons is because sometimes some people are a little shy. So I can kind of relate to that. So I feel like it's really nice to give people an opportunity to be able to, get out of their comfort zone in a safe environment, where maybe they're not feeling like they want to maybe dance, in front of a million people or, and I find that it really helps people a lot to first start like that. And then they end up on the boardwalk. So,
And then they end up in a show with
on the
costumes.
show, in a show of costumes, planning the entire event, which is amazing.
I know like a couple of months ago, the farmer's market here on 116th closed, and I was kind of sad about it. And I was like saying one day, like, oh, I don't have any place to get good fruits and vegetables. And Jess, you were like, oh, right here at Key Foods. And I was like, oh, I had no idea. Do you have any other, since you've lived here your entire life, do you have any other like little secret gems of like your go-to resources of things that you like to get, even if it's like, okay, I get my papaya at Key Foods,
So there are some good spots, but I really did love the store on 116 too. I was like heartbroken when that happened. I was like, oh no. But I do really like Key Food, and then I really do like going into Long Island, which isn't that far, but there's like this food town next to Bagel Boss in Hewlett, and it's
Okay.
just at the end of the parking lot, and their stuff is so good. So it's so random, and it's not that close. But if it's a little further past Trader Joe's, but the lines are definitely not as long at all. And then so there's a store across the street near 32nd Street when you're going towards Bayswater Park, on the right side if you're heading east. And I think it's called Pioneer, if I'm not mistaken. And they have good stuff also. Their produce is really good, and fish.
Great.
Yeah.
These are good secrets.
There's little spots everywhere. I hope that the farmer's market or another space, somebody goes into that space. It was so perfect.
Yeah, with the parking lot, and they made juices and smoothies in the
The
back.
juice was so good. Yeah.
Yeah, that place saved me during the pandemic. I just wasn't gonna, with like 2-hour wait for Trader Joe's. I just went there. I was so happy.
Yeah. I loved it. It's small. I knew everybody's name in there. It was so nice. The juice was good. They made soups. I hope that eventually another place will open like that.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite, like if you're hungry and you're on the go, like what's your food stops?
I really love Super Burrito.
Of course.
Yes.
I love Super Burrito. Everybody's Super Burrito. I do.
Love the Super Burrito.
Yeah. I love Super Burrito. It's like, and I love Claudette's I get the green juice from there. And the peanut butter and rose water cookies, which are basically addictive. So
I have not tried that.
Yeah, me neither.
A peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's how it tastes, just like you're eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's so good. And yeah, I love locals. This morning I had a breakfast Sammy. So I really love all the local places around here. Yeah, so Claudette's is great. The Greenhouse Cafe is also Claudette. So I mean, it's basically the same stuff, and I love both of them. And the people that work there are super nice.
Oh, have you talked about Goodies before?
Oh yes, that's one of my favorite spots too.
Yeah.
I try to avoid, because I try not to eat as much starch and stuff, but their rasta pasta is, wow, it's so good. I don't know what's in it, except, it's pasta, and it's peppers, and the way that they season it, it's amazing. So if you like, it's also, I believe it's vegetarian. There's no meat inside of it, which is really good, or seafood. So yeah, that's really good. Their jerk chicken, everything is really good. I love Goodies, actually. Every time my sister comes to visit, I'm like, what do you want from Goodies? I'll just get it now. And I literally end up ordering, like, they're like, really? Like all this? And I'm like, there's 4 people coming. I'm like, I have like a whole list for them every time. So yeah, it's probably one of my favorite local places that's been around for forever. I remember going there when I was a kid, walking around the corner and getting like a beef patty.
Oh, wow. They've been around for a long time.
Yeah, yeah. I think like 25 years or something.
Oh, wow. I love that people should know that.
Yeah, it's a really amazing place, and the people, the owners are still the same. I mean, they've known me since I was a kid. I've known them. Yeah, I love going in there. Every time I go in there, I'm like reliving a part of my childhood. I'm like, yes, and I literally get the same things, the same things.
Ah, there's something sweet about that. I'll share my secret. I've shared it with you, Jess, is Tacos de Mas on Mott Street
What?
in
Yeah.
Far Rockaway. It's so good. We've been there a
It's so
couple of
good.
times. It's the most authentic. I don't like cilantro, and they're like, he looked at me like, we don't use that. Like we
Yeah,
don't use it on the guacamole. He's like, why would you? He said it's fresh. You don't use
yeah,
it.
I
I was
heard
like,
that.
ooh, I like the way he said that.
I love that place. It is so good. It's probably like one of my new favorite taco places. It's so
Yeah.
good.
We
I'm
can have a Rockaway
definitely
Creates meeting there.
adding that to my list. Oh yeah.
Oh my God, it's great.
Let's have and it's such a nice, like, and the space is so big. Ooh, maybe we should have a meeting there. We're like, oh, we can meet. Let's go to Tacos y Mas, and it gets
The food is so fresh, so amazing. And everyone there is like the patrons, the workers, like everyone is from Mexico, which but when no one in the place is like, you just know it's really good. I hope that doesn't sound funny, but it's just like
No, you want
like
Mexican
you've been
food from people from
transformed.
Mexico.
it's
Yeah.
authentic. It's really authentic.
Yeah.
food.
You've been transformed
nice.
in Mexico. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, I feel every time I've been in there so far, everything has been amazing, and the waiter is awesome. Same waiter, and it's really nice. It seems like a family-owned business. Like
Yeah.
everyone's friendly there.
Yeah. Yeah. Far Rockaway is like blowing up with, it looks like downtown Brooklyn. It's kind of like, whoa,
Yeah.
what happened here? But they're putting a lot of money into it.
They are. It's amazing how much it's transforming, and the library is open now, which is really nice. It's beautiful. So I still have to go and check it out, the inside of it. But every time I drive by, I'm like, wow, that looks amazing. I'm like, I feel like I'm passing by some kind of futuristic library.
Yeah. Yeah. Jess and I went there. There's a Rockaway revitalization, something or other. And, and this is really for everybody to know, they were super helpful with ideas about grants and nonprofits and business and upcoming opportunities for vendors at JFK. And it was just like, it was a lot. Let's see, in my pile of stuff, the guy, Jose, gave us this magazine, the business newsletter, and inside of it, there's like, they put all the different grants that are available with the date.
Wow.
Yeah, they're like, we're giving you everything. We'll meet with you, and then we'll show you where it's here. Like, they're really ready to hold your hand. And they also have grants for for-profit businesses. So it's not just non-for-profits. And there's so many people that I see, like the brewery, once they closed, they were like selling their kitchen trailer. And some guy was like, anybody want to buy this for me? And I just wrote to him, I'm like, just go have a conversation. You never know what they're giving money for. And especially, in the east end of the boardwalk, there's tons of money, tons of opportunities. Yeah, there's something on 20th Street in a corridor on the street that they want to put people in.
That's really exciting. They had so many good things to talk about with us. We went in there like, wow, this is, between Jose and Kevin, the two people that we met with, so much information, and they love to help people, and they talk about this hyper local wanting to
Yes.
They want like this hyper local presence in Rockaway and grants for people that are local, small business owners. They want to really help people that want to be in business in this local area stay in business and really be successful. They have PSE&G has something just to help pay utilities for a year. There are so many opportunities.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, don't be intimidated. I think in the past when I've gone to the places like that in Brooklyn, it's like it's just overwhelming or it feels unreachable. But when they said hyper local, I was like, oh, there's money waiting to help. There's always paperwork, but he was like, I'll help you write the business plan. Like it was very, starting from the generosity.
Aw.
Yeah, and they were amazing. They took so much time to like explain everything and what they're working on and different things that we didn't even know were happening, which was amazing just to learn what's going on like within Rockaway and the surroundings, and our new surroundings. So it was really nice.
Fantastic. Well, there's so much to plan, so much amazingness out there. We're so excited to have you on board and on the board and in Rockaway Creates and in Rockaway. And I hope to create with you soon.
Me too.
Yes. And April 1st, we have our April meeting at
Yes.
Coastal. It's an ice cream social. So it's a network, it's a hang, it's ice cream. They also have mud if you are a non-dairy person. And it is a complete ice cream shop again. So, we'll share more information as it comes, but there will be an art evening and there will be an open mic returning in April with more details to come.
Yay.
Yay.
Any last words you want to share with our listeners and viewers, Jess?
Oh, I'm just thankful to be a part of the team. And, it's so nice to be in a community where people really care about where they live and really want to bring more arts in to the neighborhood. And I love it.
Amazing. Well, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Yay.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.